right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Andor, episode 9. It's
All right.
always good to get another episode of this. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Andor, you're in trouble, Cassian.
Deep shit. Electrical shit.
That's right.
At any moment, you could fall, you could slip, you could just get a little bit tired and fried.
Yeah.
You're out. You're done.
That's it.
It's a really fun prison setup because while they have this little competition going on as to who gets the most for, some progress here or whatever, most of that doesn't matter because we know, okay, he's got to get out. He's got to have some kind of means by which he, at least gets maybe some other people out too. Mm-hmm. But with the prison being so perfect as it is with this system, what's their means by which they get out? And I think that's really fun to figure it out.
I think you're 100% right that it's going to be the signing, in those points where they can see each other and stuff.
Sure. Like having some kind of method of communication can bring them all together, given that they don't have a lot of guard oversight.
Right, because it's so well automated. They don't need it.
It's so automated, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, we've also got some problems going on with Mon Mothma, and then back home with Cassian's old friends.
Yeah,
so,
interrogations are fun.
Yeah, interrogations are really fun. But Dedra's getting a little bit more hands-on and personal with everything here, so fun. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
I don't like wasting time. But one must be careful. You pull in the net, and the easy thing, the quick thing, is to assume that everything you've dragged to shore is a fish.
Ooh.
So here's what we'll do, Bix. I'll tell you everything I know to be true, and in doing so, perhaps convince you to cooperate without intervention. Failing that, we have Dr. Gorst.
Hi.
The wave.
And with very little actual rebellious activity on his resume, he was remarkably resistant. Which, of course, just makes us think there's more to be learned. Which leads to a longer session. And suddenly it's morning, and there we are.
Wow.
Wasting time.
Intimidating.
You're in my net, Biggs. Are you a fish or are you a thief?
Dedra smiling.
I don't know the buyer.
Really?
Really?
Well, Simon Park says you've had at least 6 meetings he's aware of.
Wow.
I signal. Sometimes he answers. He comes, he buys, he leaves.
6 face-to-face meetings.
Shit.
You're not gonna believe me anyway, are you?
No. I suppose not. She's all yours, Dr. Gorst.
Thank you.
Well, shit.
Yep.
This is an oppressive show. Just the vibes, the themes, everything.
Take the shift if we push.
We're already up on 4.
I could use a proper meal.
2 less than threat.
Olaf?
What do you say, old timer?
Short timer.
Make a run for the win?
My hand. I might need some help.
Cramp?
41 shift tomorrow. You are the next man out. You are the shortest of the short.
Man for them today. Always the next day, right?
You know the drill.
Yeah, careful.
Yep.
Pushing it.
There was a sentient species there, quite unusual. Extremely hostile to the concept of an imperial refueling centre that was being planned. I say was because they created such a stir that the local commanders were granted permission to use any means necessary and, well, what's important for our purposes here today is that the massacre of the Dysonites was broadcast and recorded as proof of mission. They make a sound as they die, a sort of choral, agonized pleading.
Oh! I thought it was going to be a drug thing.
Yeah.
We've taken the recordings and modified them slightly, layering, adjusting, and we found a section of what we believe are primarily children, which has its own...
Oh my god! And we're just going to make you sit here and listen to it. Oh my god!
It won't feel that way to you, inside it, but
I don't want to hear this. I'm genuinely nervous. Like,
I don't think we will.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I was okay. That had me really uncomfortable. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This is what he's been working on.
okay. What we got? Oh, a shiv. Okay.
You men on the floor! Hold your positions!
Okay. The replacement, yeah.
Men back. 2 weapons.
No boots.
Oh.
Yeah.
Silence!
He's touching the rail.
Believe me now, the elevator's not wide. Nothing that moves can fry you.
Oh.
Level 5. Room 2. The D is for day shift. The 49 men
Okay.
in this room answer to me.
All right.
I know.
Ready up. I'm ready.
Ready now.
Oh, is him getting replaced gonna be the opportunity they need?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just talked about this. He told you 2 minutes ago. Do you think I don't want to win? Am I working or not? 1 rack up, hours to lose. What are you waiting for?
Okay.
All right.
Keep her alive.
As a hostage?
As a witness. She's the only one we've got who can identify access.
And Salmon Park?
I don't care.
I'd like to hang him. What's left of him, anyway. Make sure they know who's in charge.
As you wish.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh, that's a loose end.
Yeah.
Our second vow is to protect the power and independence of this remarkable chamber.
Wow. Such a
I
fun
stand here today
thing to be like,
Yep.
to speak
We
with
don't
senators
care.
who've come with open minds.
if enough of the lights go off, like she has to stop talking or something.
Your cousin, she's arrived.
What?
Your cousin?
At the embassy. She's there now.
Well, they said you'd want to know.
That's the I don't have a cousin kind of look, you know?
Sure.
Well, everybody settles down right now.
Something's wrong.
Whatever it is, they're taking their time about it.
What's going on? What are they saying?
I think it's level 2.
Okay.
Can't be much longer.
You're right, Una.
I'm fine.
Level 2, far side.
Stagger. Something broken. What's he saying?
Level 2. He's coming this way around now.
What's he saying?
Whoa.
What was that?
What is that? It's nothing. Someone didn't load in. They are counting.
So they cut the power?
What do you think's happening?
Wait.
Rebel attack.
Level 2, far side. Level 2. Are you all scrambled or something? It takes a week for one word to get all the way up here, and you're panicking about something that's happening on the other side of the building.
We will have immediate facility compliance, or we will begin activating floors without warning. Bridges on program will have their doors open. All ships will proceed immediately to their stations.
That's so cool. Just the
Yeah.
idea of things getting passed along.
And it taking a long time because they're only in this location for, like, you know, a certain part of the
A
day.
very small part of time, yeah.
Aunt Belle's been to Tassia Moon. Look what she brought me.
Your father may have an opinion. We'll see if he lets you wear it.
He lets me do anything I want.
Yeah.
Why don't you go try it on?
Cool.
Tell me you're going home for a visit. They've been after me to find you.
Yeah, of course. Just came through to see you first and get cleaned up a bit.
Seriously, Belle, what does he have you doing?
Who?
Yeah, right.
Please tell me you're being careful.
Things are happening. There's risk. There's no other way.
I'm starting to think we're in over our heads. He's got us spinning out of it.
You took a vow. It fits!
Aw.
That's great.
Well, that's fun. Yeah, my cousin, yeah.
Right.
All they need to do is turn this floor on twice a day and keep their numbers rolling. Why bother listening to us? We are nothing to them. Melch is right. We're cheaper than droids and easier to replace.
Good luck to you.
You think they care what we say? Nobody's listening. Nobody. How many guards on each level?
Yeah. You're gonna have to do it yourself. You have to be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen gave us a list of every piece of gear that came through Ferrix, and we think we've already got a match to a targeting unit recovered from a safe house operated by a rebel cell associated with Maya Pei.
Andor. He's all the way through this.
Yes, and that's what I'd like to highlight.
He's the local thief, right? The runaway murderer?
Andor returned to Ferrix 3 nights after Aldani with money.
Aldani connection would certainly amplify interest. Let's follow that up.
Yeah.
You didn't question the mother?
I decided to wait. Better now leaving her in place and standing back. She's too old and frail for anything serious, and if nothing else, she's our bait. She's the reason Andor came back.
Perhaps they communicate.
If they are, we'll know. We're on her full time.
That little twitch of a smile.
But if she ends up doing something
I know,
bonkers,
she ends up doing something like actually crazy. Oh!
You heard nothing.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Wait.
Who's saying this?
Maintenance tech. We had a team go down.
You said they fried the whole bridge. Speak up.
He told Zinska. Why? Ask him.
Whoa.
Zinska.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, they were making trouble.
On program, feet down. We will have immediate facility.
Oh no.
Shit.
What happened onto... Yeah, we don't know.
They set them all free.
Yeah.
Program!
Juno! We need to be careful. The less they think we know, the better.
I like that.
Oh my god,
He's
his
like...
face is terrified.
Yeah, it's...
Line up and listen!
Fear.
It's a rumor! Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. We have heard nothing.
You know.
Yeah.
They chose every line of that, like, painstakingly.
Holy shit.
Oh.
That was beautiful.
All that time away on Morlana. What if I'd let your neglect drive me insane? Imagine that. Look back just months ago, when you could easily ignore me. Imagine I'd cracked under the weight of your neglect. Imagine I'd cracked and wasn't here now to pick up the pieces.
It's so painful and so funny. I don't know if he's just gonna slow down so much that they fall behind, or if he's gonna, like, hurt himself in this whole process, or...
That's it. Right. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, he's out.
Hands away. Yeah. Pull up.
Hands away.
Hands away. Oh, yeah. Oh. I literally was like thinking the same thing, just like...
Get it in.
Come on, boys.
Stressful.
Anything I can do?
Yes. Be a spoiled rich girl for a while. Remind people that's who you are.
We'll try. What have we done, Val? We've chosen a side.
Yeah.
We're fighting against the dark. We're making something of our lives.
Oh, just being able to lean on somebody for the first time in a while. Mom looks like she could topple over.
Mm-hmm.
This driver running in out of frame just like that. It's like,
Yep. Anything I can listen in on?
He's listening in.
Yeah.
Damn. It's a interesting cut just to give 2 seconds or 3 seconds to...
Just to show how she's, like, still in pieces from what happened. Oh.
Did he get promoted?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You're wasting my time.
Are you stalking me?
I know you work here, and I come sometimes to see if I'll see you.
I am an ISB supervisor. Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in right now?
I thought I had ruined my life. I thought I was done. After meeting you and discovering you understood how dangerous Cassian Andor was, and just being in your presence,
Oh my god.
I realized that life was worth living.
What? Holy shit!
Beauty in the galaxy, and if it just kept going.
What? Shooting his
perhaps
shot!
my deranged belief that there was something better fated for me in the future was a dream worth clinging to.
I could have you arrested. You're aware of that.
I want what you want. I sense it. I know it.
You're out of your mind. I have already given you a second chance. You come near me again, you pursue any of this, and I swear I'll have you in a cage on the Outer Rim.
I just said that I shipped them last episode. What the fuck? Show, thank you. But also,
Bro.
my guy.
Bro.
Goddamn.
Get Dr. Gorst. Send him out there immediately.
I already did. He's on his way. Do you want to go?
Yes. No, there's no time. I'll interrogate remotely. Good work. Go.
She's like, I'm angry how much that flustered me.
Yeah.
How much trouble am I in?
There's no trouble at all unless they scan the accounts.
But that's coming.
Time is not unlimited.
I need a loan.
A certain kind of loan.
You seem to have thought this through.
Uh-huh.
Under the table loan.
He wants to meet you. He wants to meet here.
Darvo Skulden here. You must be joking.
I pushed back, but... I could keep looking.
But really, that's it.
Got a rebel pilot in custody, one of Anto Krieger's group. He was picked up at a customs check. We don't think Krieger knows he's gone missing yet.
Yeah. Krieger, yeah.
What if we foul the ship? An accident, something mechanical. Have the pilot found dead in the cockpit. What would happen?
They'd have to find it, but they'd tow it into Kafrene.
If we did it quickly, staged it properly, let it drift into traffic.
Make it so top priority, quickly and carefully we leave no trace. Excellent work. I want a meeting with military intelligence immediately about Spellhouse.
If the info, though, was actually, like, intentionally leaked, maybe?
I don't know. Like, there's only so many pilots that they have. Like,
right, and it's not like that'd take a lot of conviction to be like, yes, I'll die for the cause to give you an opportunity for a mission or whatever.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah. Oh, man. So if they fried a whole floor, why would they do that?
On program.
Cover it.
Inmates on program. Program in place. Low yield tables in position.
Shit.
Olaf, look at me. Almost there. Almost there.
Are they gonna make the move now?
Get him. He needs a doctor. Into the cell.
Fuck.
In there, Olaf. You've only got a few shifts left. Then you're going home.
You could do it.
He's got 40 shifts left. So we just want something to get him through the next few days. Get him back on his feet. That's another option.
What?
You can't save him.
Nothing to save. He's had a massive stroke.
Oh. He's dying.
I can't help him.
Putting him down easy.
I can't help anyone.
I need a bag and a trolley.
It's coming.
He's lucky. He'll pass peacefully, which is more than I can say for the rest of us. Another week like this, and you'll be begging for what he's getting.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Happen on level 2.
Yeah.
You want to keep your men in line. Hold him.
Yeah. I think...
Shit.
He's passed.
I think I have an idea of what happened.
What happened down on 2?
I need a bag and a trolley.
I think I know what it is.
What?
The people that are freed get sent to another level.
And who was just released on 4 ended up back on 2 the next day. Word got out on the floor and then they killed them all.
You need those other men there.
Fuck yeah, okay.
Yep.
We're revolutioning this place. Let's go.
At least your friend is free.
You two, on program now. Up, hands on your heads. Move. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Now. Let's go.
Holy shit. I love it. Just
How many guards on each level?
Never more than 12.
All right.
All right.
Yep. We're gonna probably lose like 50 or 60 of us, but like we're fucking doing
Holy
this.
shit.
Oh my god.
That's I love it so much.
Yeah.
They
I had a feeling once it was like, oh, they wiped the whole floor. I'm like, well, then why the fuck would that?
Yeah.
That's
They made a simple like administrative error and just sent a guy to somewhere on the same the same area.
Yep.
And so whoops. Oh my god, that was incredible.
That episode.
Holy shit.
Was so stressful.
Yeah.
I would say there were so many things that were masterful, just efforts to stress and intensely invest me in what was going on. So first things first, the Bix interrogation was way better than I thought it was going to be. Because I think there's like three things. One, I thought we were going like truth serum.
Sure.
Pretty basic shit.
Yeah.
Or I thought they were going to just torture her.
Right, which they did.
Which
just
they
not
did,
in the
but
traditional way.
not in the way that we thought.
Yeah.
Two, I thought we were going to actually hear the sounds.
Right.
I'm so glad we did not. And three, the idea to, in the sci-fi world, in a sci-fi universe, you have the capacity to pull basically anything out of your hat and be like, here's a little, minor plot development here. It doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of the world of Star Wars that this was introduced here. It really doesn't. But what's so delightfully fucked up about it is that it's the kind of thing of where, we have a new empire on the rise right now.
Yeah.
They're going to do some crazy experimental, absolutely fucked up torture techniques.
Yep.
What's the kind of stuff they come up with? Well, when we were, desecrating a, moon for a mining colony, we ended up having to wipe out this underwater, race of creatures,
They were so, against what we were doing that we were given, full authority to do whatever we wanted. Yeah.
And the dying screams as their children were slaughtered was recorded, captured, modulated, and produced.
Right.
For maximum effect.
Yep.
And the idea that some of their own people who did this were found huddled together like catatonic, crying and weeping and broken. And they're like, let's use this.
Oh,
this
is an opportunity. Yeah.
So evil.
Oh yeah. Well, so I think what made there's the thing itself, right? And as far as what it adds to the interrogation, and I think it does a lot, right? Yeah. I especially like that it is not something that directly brings about any physical harm.
Right.
That adds so much to the whole idea of don't fear the restraints; those are actually for you. Like that. Like that's.
We don't want you clawing out your eyes, your ears,
right,
your
exactly.
tongue, your body. Whatever.
The thing that I think really sold this interrogation for me, and that anytime like I'm seeing a scene in a movie or a show or whatever where there is someone else that is at the mercy of another, the thing that usually will sell it for me, other than the acting of the person, of the person being tortured and stuff, but it's also the acting and the dialogue of the person in power. As how are they approaching this, right?
Yeah.
And Deirdre's situation, Dedra, how she approaches it is great, and it's also something that I very much expected, right? It's like she's established enough as a character that it's like, okay. But then we get this doctor guy, right? And I feel like they just struck that perfect balance of like the subject matter that's being brought up is very dark and disturbing, right? And yet he's just like, hi. Right? Like not a truly like gets joy out of this.
No.
But this is just another day on the job, and he fully is not disturbed by it, and also is not like, some cackling excited about it. Sure. Right. Yeah. It's
what's cool about this probably is that he's like, yeah, you could have just, answered the questions. But
in a lot of ways, this is so much more humane because there's no lasting physical damage. You know, if
like,
we
you're
want
going to be fine, after some therapy, trauma
yeah,
responses
exactly.
and stuff. But
this is actually very sophisticated if you think about it.
And there was also this way in which he was like, he couldn't say it. Like, he couldn't say what they did, that they, like, eradicated. He's like, I say was because, well,
Right,
It's like, it's the whole thing of, like, there's the evil actions that other people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Your job, and I love that they did this so overtly in the episode, was shut up, stay in line, put your head down, say nothing.
Right.
Like, that is the point. That is it's such a cool just through line of this whole show, is that's effectively why this show happened.
Right.
Is that Cassian, the very beginning of the show, had a moment where someone was going to oppress him with his power.
Yeah.
And Cassian was not going to sit there and stand for it and take it. Now, because he killed the guy, this whole story just spiraled out. Now, other people's stories would have continued and gone on and done other things here,
absolutely.
but all these other missions and things might not have succeeded, or they might not have gone as well.
Sure, yep.
So, all that to say, the influence and actions of one person that basically stands up and goes, I'm not going to take this, or what have you.
And we see that, and we've talked about this before in the discussions for the show, right? Because this isn't some new thing, right? It's been very consistently set up. But we see this through all of the characters basically in their own different ways on both sides of the actual conflict.
On both sides, that's the part that's so crazy.
Which is what's so crazy and so fun, right?
And even the people caught in the middle,
Yeah, right. That's why Daedra is so fun to watch and everything, and why, Syril, when
is also so fun to watch.
also so fun to watch, whether he's standing up to his mom or shooting his shot with Daedra. Agent. Holy shit. Like, oh, Captain, my captain, the balls on this man. I
just can't believe
all the respect.
All the respect, but also you absolute madman.
Uh-huh.
You stand outside our place of work.
Yes.
For
Are you
hours.
Are you stalking me? Sure, but the thing I'm wanting to say,
I cannot believe it. He is absolutely the type of guy that I believe would stalk somebody in this regard.
Oh, absolutely, and entirely not mean anything bad by it. He's like, no, I fully believe in what you're doing.
Oh, who cares what he means?
It's
just hilarious that these two absolute bumblefucks of human beings are like bumping into each other again, but this time it's by his own bumblefucking.
Because he did actually get a promotion, and so it's she basically was like, okay, I'll, whether it was just something of policy or because she's like, all right, I want to reward that behavior. The Empire.
She didn't do it though.
Oh, right, yeah.
She didn't do it.
Yeah.
The boss just thinks that she had a hand in it. Because remember, these things come from up above. Yeah. So, who's to say?
Oh my God.
But anyway, that's just fun as well. But then, the idea that while this horrific thing is happening with Biggs, she is giving up everything.
Right, because of course she does.
Well, of course she does. But no, the point is that all this that where is his name here? Luthen. All this that Luthen is building is potentially about to fall apart just because of her here. Like all of it. So that's fun as well. So the tension mounts there. Then we have the added stress of the fact that, fucking Marva is being watched constantly, and if she's about to, drop a bomb in
the hotel or something.
That's also about to happen. Then we have the reveal bombshell in that the prison that Cassian is in is absolutely a death trap. There is no way getting out. And what I thought it was going to be was that it's if a person is freed or what have you, they get sent basically to the losers, section.
Sure.
And in the losers section, these are all the people that basically will never see the light of day.
Right.
They're there basically only receive, and then it's now work. You have no hope, but everybody else thinks that they're competing against, you know,
right,
basically you guys, and then so on and so forth, and you can stack that ad infinitum. But no, it's even worse. It's even worse. It's the idea that this was a mistake. They've been swapping you around to every other which way.
Yeah, because like with what we saw on the planet shot and everything,
there's so many of these.
There's multiple of these, right? And so it's many. They just send them to a different one.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was a clerical error.
Yeah. Right.
Just a oops.
Yep.
Oops. We did 0142 instead of 00142.
Right.
Well, fry the whole section.
Right, because of course they start freaking out when they find out, wait, what? Your time was up and you just got sent back in?
Yeah.
Right? Because he wasn't sent to the I don't know, the trash compactor one where it's just, that's where we send all the people and everybody knows what's up down there, you know?
Right.
And so it's like, okay, yeah, we'll just have to fry the whole floor. And yeah, I didn't realize, I'm glad you brought it up like after the episode, like, holy shit, I think the floor was fried like while they were all in there. Like that's what the power
flickering was.
That
was the point when they're like, oops, shit, and people are talking, fry it, do it now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not only a clerical error, this was a panicked human error of where they're like, well, rather than, you know, saying something or, you know, doing anything to do
apologies.
Like that.
We'll get you out of here right away.
Quick, you know, fry it completely.
Right. Which is such a great, like, just
how little they care.
How little they care, but also just another example of the thing that Dedra brought up of like that. No, it was a it wasn't. They were treating this like a robbery when it was really an announcement, right? You know, like the overcorrection that then foments the actual rebellion,
right?
Because everybody else, you know, I love Andy Serkis' character here. He's like, nope, we are doing good work. We are gonna get out of here. Keep your head down. This is fine, right? Like it sucks, but we're gonna get out. And he's ruthlessly being like, nope, shut the fuck up, close your mouth, you know, right? And then, oh hey, right? And suddenly it's like, yeah, he even gets the confirmation, right? You know, from the medic guy, because he's like, nope, just don't say anything. We don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah,
I can't believe it. Like it's one that's so perfect of a twist with the way that they've got them all like set up as far as the like display and the visual language that's being communicated through the prison, in that they have all the little levels and the little sections and what have you. You want to keep a population under your thumb and under your control. You divide them.
Yep.
You know, you put them in competition with one another, and then you basically limit their communication and their freedom of expression.
Right.
What do you know?
And
that's literally what happens in corporations when they don't want people talking about how much you're being paid.
Sure.
It's the exact same methodology. Like it's literally why like all oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
the corporate like thing to the corporate employee to the, you know, slave in the prison colony thing was not lost on me in the slightest bit.
Well, and I think the relevance to our like modern day society is one, why the commentary works, but then it's also, you know, oftentimes when we see stories like this, there is the notion that like, man, that's fucked. Good thing we're not like that, right? Like without the commentary, that's kind of what can happen. And that's where I really like the touch that Bix gets tortured, and yeah, of course she gives everything up. Because you might think you're different, but you're not, right? That's what Dedra represents. You might think you're some main character in a show or whatever, but then she comes along and, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say. No. I'll just do my thing and I'll get what I need, you know, and I'll move on to the next person, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's how this works, right? The whole thing of the, you know,
we're Bix.
Right.
We're Bix.
Yeah.
We had a little thing. We had our thing that was like, oh, cool. You were participating. You were important. You were engaged, what have you. And then once the people in power come in and are like, all right, we're actually going to care about you. Cool.
You'll wish we hadn't.
You're going to wish we hadn't. We'll hollow you out, take you apart, and gouge out anything that we want, and then, oh yeah, we don't need you anymore.
But keep her alive, because she can identify access.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's just so perfectly terrifying. The Empire having so many levels to it, where these people are not even really the Empire in a fun way. They are basically people that were just hired to run the system.
Yep.
In a weird kind of fucked up way, they could also be the people that were like, oh, I would stand up, I would do something. But it's like, no, you have your place.
Mm-hmm.
So know your place.
Well, and the whole idea of like how many guards? Never more than 12. Because they don't need much, right? Mm-hmm. But also they can't afford to do much because the whole point of this is that you're cheap, right? Mm-hmm. Cheaper than droids, easier to replace, right?
God, that was...
Yeah.
like in Star Wars, you gotta like, if you're not really like well versed in Star Wars lore and all that, one of the things that's kind of evolved, I would say, in a way through something like Andor actually pointing at this, is actually how common the everyday person is in the Star Wars universe. Meaning that we're in a galaxy.
Sure.
The galaxy is so large that we have trillions and trillions and trillions of people.
Right. Just Coruscant is the planet of 1 trillion inhabitants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So from that standpoint, the idea that the Empire wouldn't have just billions of slaves everywhere. Oh, of course. Sure. One of the things that was kind of, I would say, lazy about Star Wars old EU lore was that they made the point that like, the Empire was exceptionally racist and xenophobic with their slave choices. And they would pick only, like, Wookiees or, like, strong...
Oh, sure.
And it's like,
yeah.
No. That's not realistic at all.
They'd get them,
They'd get
too.
anything. They'd get them, too, but they'd get anything.
If anything...
Anything they could.
I'm sure the information of, any, like, specific races being used as slave labor would be...
more incumbent upon them being actually like having a revolt that happened and worked.
Sure, but then also maybe letting that information be known in key ways in order to keep the other people in line.
Sure.
Right? Each other, so that way, like it's Andy Serkis'
character. At least
character.
I'm not one of the Wookiees helping build the Death Star right
hey,
now.
at least our team isn't the losing team, right? We've got a good thing here. It may be bad, but it could be worse, right? Like, it's wonderful. And this episode was fantastic because, like, with the previous episode, the prison was set up so well for me that I was wondering, how are they actually going to do an escape?
Well,
right?
how they were going to do escape, really, I think is kind of easy. There's just a lot of them.
No, totally.
But the what would be the reason why they would do an escape? I feel like is kind of the bigger question, right?
Sure.
Because it's such a sterile environment.
Right.
It's just the prisoners interacting with each other.
Right. Because I kind of figured that it would be something where Cassian would like get a few of them on board or something like that.
Sure.
Which wouldn't be enough. One, and two. Like what would be the reason and all that stuff? Like, so yeah, you'd have to have it. It's not thematically relevant to the grander show if Cassian just gets a few people on board, right? It's if the whole prison decides to rebel, right?
Right.
Where you have, however you want to call it, French Revolution, World War Z, where it doesn't matter how many times they zap the floor. You climb over the bodies of the people that are smoking, right? Like
it wouldn't work. Honestly, the big thing with this is that they made a point showing when that one prisoner fell over that they grabbed the railing, meaning that the railing isn't electrified. So you could theoretically like have points where the place is getting fried and they have access to guards with weapons. And if they get guards with weapons, then they can get boots. And if they can get boots, then they can walk on the fried floor. So it's gonna be real simple. Like they're just gonna get bum rushed by like 40 of them, 49 specifically,
right?
Or no, 50 because Andy Serkis too.
I love the idea of also we'll get them when the lift is halfway, which is of course there you go.
It can't change directions.
Well, right, but also I mean, even if it could, I think the idea is that if we can get the lift to stop, regardless of whether or not we can control the lift completely, then we could use that as a way to get up to the top floor. But this will be very
next episode's going to be
interesting.
nuts. There's going to be a revolt. We're going to have a breakout. It's going to be nuts. We are going to have them realize, okay, so now that we've broken out, do we go and get everybody else? How do we get access to a ship? Like, we are in a water, ocean planet.
Yeah.
You know, there's no, like, easy
I doubt
way out.
there's even enough vehicles in order to get all of them off.
Well, I think there'd be enough to get at least, like, a bunch of them, but it's more the who's staying to help free everybody. You know, to go from block to block to block.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because in a lot of ways, that's what's the most exciting thing, is that if they can get communications to be segregated, you know, if each group is segregated and stuff like that, there's a possibility that you could have them pretend like they're running the place as is.
Sure.
And then the other Imperials in other blocks don't know that they've been taken over.
I think it'd be pretty easy for the Imperials to just, you know, sound an alarm that, like, oh shit, you know? But the... Yeah,
maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe
It'll be interesting to see how
there's only 12, like, and there's 3 that go to a new person being brought up there.
And there's also only going to be so many boots, right? Like, what do? Have everybody else be like, all right, hide in your bunks and hope they don't have a way to fry the bunks too, you know? Like, and
sure.
while the 12 of us that have boots or something are going out and, like, trying to make shit happen.
Well,
you know?
again, they're separated. So I think they could get, with just Cassian, with 1, honestly. I think with just 1 or 2 with boots, they could kill every one of the 12 guards in one section. And then from there, you then basically run it like your own little pocket group or what have you.
Right.
And then you find the way into the other ones and you go one by one by one by one.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure they're all connected, like, at least from a floor, you know, because that's...
Why would they be connected from a floor?
Like, each floor, like, there would be some central hub. Because it's probably just one of those things of, like, oh, it's easier that way, right? You know, like...
Oh, sorry. I was talking about the actual, like...
Oh, like the bigger things.
Yeah. Once they go through and do one at a time in each of the hubs there, yes, that's great. That's easy. Because...
Right, how do they get to the next big one?
I'm saying, then once you do that, you probably have, like you're saying, not enough transport to go to the next one. But then from there, you're like, okay, we're running this now. It's our own little city. And then we go, you know, next to next.
Yeah, this will be fun.
This will be really fun. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. Any support, you get early access there. You can watch our full-length timer reactions there. And any level of support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about Star Wars, Andor as a show, or what have you. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.